And you know, communicating
and what you drew a but the quick comment, it tells you the kind of people at the helm of affairs. And penny for or magic penny so mundi jumediano. You be drew on.
Okay.
Young Conco phone cruise.
Silver 98.3 FM.
Some weeks ago, maybe a story on how Penny Craig Behelta, the US men's national football team, Omusi Eja ne Quine, no more she say Omobenya the next manager. No other bomb campaign Ashemukina for the 2026 World Cup. A few other names was thrown on board. The notable of them, Neye Jogging Club, Ama or refusee offer and answer or reject offer and say or show more or the so on the sabactica na or Gina Home. Until for now, they are on year ready sell and Sabeshe Jumedi BMO. Until there were a few names mentioned, maybe Pochettino, maybe 4 other managers or more MLS name. Now, and official confirmation by say Pochettino, the next manager for the US men's national team. And the details of the deal is quite interesting. Before that, Emma Hayes, Chelsea Women's Football Club, no manager, no so about
Silver 98.3 FM
Olympic gold medal. So it looks like say the Chelsea coaching hub, and I said Chelsea coaches Omonai sequence or Mukudi Jumedi or US. And I'm being told, say, for the details of the how our US Isinya Openyi Pochettino, no Emma Hayes, Eddie Mutentema.
Sure.
He was constantly checking up on the Federation office, that is the US Football Federation, say, Motimini Openyi reach agreement. She was always asking for updates. And I face so on one Pochettino Kai about the exciting prospect of American football. Now, another detail ni. Sikenipa, I think one of the 30th richest man. As at April 2023, he was worth $35 billion. Openyi Ken Griffin. With the image name Shadrach, so being Openyi Ken Griffin, or a hedge fund manager, or a entrepreneur.
Silver 98.3 FM.
Or say, Mammy, we are Juma Bang, or say, me entrepreneur, or say, on one day, or entrepreneur, investor, and then owner of Citadel Limited Liability Company.
Kenneth Codell Griffin.
Yes, I'm trying to short here, Ken Griffin, Citadel Securities, or a Sikanipa. Personally, we in Sika at the source, Emma Federation Kofa, Openia, Pochettino.
Right.
And for him, no, even 2 years ago, or try say or to Chelsea. One of the names are a poppy up, no more person for Chelsea, no.
Okay.
Openyi Kenneth Codell Griffin, no kaho. Na o share ne contribution to sports are in excess over $8 million. Our dear share sports in America, honum from football to NFL community engagements. Or pesade now in a bid to see America rise again, no. Or the Nisika Ama Federation, and I say Utuebi until now.
Silver 98.3 FM
a year,
right?
And now per season, per year, which is $4.6 million. So the private public sector involvement in sports in America is that big.
Sure.
And yes, America's Soccer Federation in Niska, but on a personal level, or person who say America, etumpon abro mo hosti World Cup, and ni na wo ho na the biggest in terms of country size and numbers baby remunity. Openyi Ken Griffin a yinisika e dey so say
the company no benya mileage.
The company no benya mileage.
A lot of people beba kronim,
especially our political affiliations kakra.
Okay.
We now being told say Kamala Harris mo camp.
Okay.
So ni nyina e bidder or they try and I say or they try say obinya ni din in the good books abuama ni candidate so we need the presidency no. So Kroma na bia yente sa badka e kone papa mu a enkasa na wo say ba, but enam the football people and Kroma leaders ni bia exhibiting tea, they have not shown enough hope and promise and profit in the sports arena tea. And then unyo bia oye sports pa senka obe pese obe yi ni sika akwa akoboa, because emre bia etwem and I say time ani pe coach ama Black Stars, there were so many names that were thrown on board. One of the names, you know, are thrown on board. A former Saudi Arabia manager, former La Côte d'Ivoire manager,
Javi Rene.
Anabi Breaker say, Nisika sem no was so. Inti kebenya anka amanfo me ngigi mbom. Na anka yemfa so yenso so nkofa no. And now the US is something in that shape. Openyi Ken Griffin Eddie Skaka ho ama US Soccer Federation se monje na mo fan so na mo kofa Openyi Pochettino mbra. A lot will be at the helm for him. Pressure will jumenim there, especially as a host nation, especially as a country. Other sports are well known. Na football federation no person omu lay down the marker.
Silver 98.3
balance the equation
FM.
because over US soccer a man in a dominating at the national team level.
Yes.
Club level na mema no MLS ne kon and say na women's super league ne ba honum. But at the national team level a man in a dominating. So as part of the federation no person omu balance the equation no, they are pushing a lot into football. Into and then omu be naturalize a lot of youngsters, omobe a lot of youngsters, omobe try anya managers bibri amoma ba be rem. Inti yenhwe Jumedia Openyi Pochettino ebedi. Now, enra na mi di nkomo bi ma mento aso.
Sure.
Unse nkomo de anase asem de obo ani mu bo atwa.
Yeah.
Eya na ede.
It's a power.
Brazil nkomo na mpese meto aso. How are the Brazilian national team ne declining?
Yeah.
One, Mamin go straight to the point. Meka say omo origins na sesa. And again, the absence of Neymar. The absence of Neymar no manchim. But the
Silver,
origins na sesa anyhow omo si adapted to omo samba football any omo joga bonito no. Vinicius Jr. after the game made a statement. It is a Shadrach Benya Mamia. Or make a statement with reference to the European game and omo game no omo bono. Now that is the statement. Or say Vinicius on Brazil's defeat against Paraguay. Yeah. Games in Europe are faster than here. The ball arrives faster because of the field. We have to adapt to play in the best way to win games. Now, or the European philosophy, European mindset, European culture, no, and or they be adapted. Echo Brazil, send a on beating arena.
Of which any more tradition, no?
There be any tradition, origins na say, or moon hini, or moon roots na I say. Ono so aka page one asem there but omo de ne de ya Mr. Wabantipa
when the fundamentals are weak.
Pacho me refi o de wa to us.
Oh that's that
Silver.
When the fundamentals are weak,
Brazil
will
fundamentals
expose you.
The system will expose you.
The system will expose you. Or say I want to ask the fans for forgiveness. I know it's a complicated moment, but we will be back. Complicated na and say why you too adjusted and acclimatized to European football. Now you can adjust. Now let's look at the bigger picture. You share the influx of Europeans in Brazilian football and
Silver Sports.
And then Botafogo, owned by John Textor, Crystal Palace owners. No?
Yeah.
Oko Bahia, City Football Group, no Aquacoto Club.
Sure.
Red Bull Bragantino, Germans and Austrians, no Baba Beto. There are a host of other investors or free Europe or Mudi or Musika Babeshe Brazilian football. But gone are the days na entesa. Unya European bia or didn't see Kabeko Akoshe Brazilian football. Mo. Ayre Swan say Obetone free honum ana Obakofa Russia. Any Ukraine or no Aquafana but the name the influx of Europeans by virtue of ownership and then players. They say you are over 138 foreigners our Brazilian league in him.
Okay.
You were in excess of bare 10 Europeans or more honum. And gone are the days not in Sisa. A few other names. That is the legendary Clarence Seed of Ekofaho. That is in 2012, 2013,
yes.
Okobo Botafogo.
Yes.
And I think one other European player like that, Onosusu Kuche si wohono. But then Memphis Depay koho Corinthians. Dimitri Payet woho. Hector Hernandez woho. Jared Braithwaite woho. Maximen Dominguez woho. And a few others are major mudin crowd. So you could see that omo football ecosystem no is being pluralized. And I say Afra na bedosun.
Yeah.
They say unya a typical Brazilian setup. And again, financially ne legalization. So also financial fair play be anyhow. Omo football market no, it's not regulated in terms
Silver,
of finances.
98.3
And the team meet say
FM.
Corinthians yo makofa Memphis Depay. I'm being told say obeji be in excess of 3 million Brazil for currency per month, which is too much. Corinthians na ankasa de ka bebre. And Corinthians now the companies big breaker But yet, Akofo will be obesadi kabi braba beto omoso. And the list goes on and on and on and on with several Brazilian clubs.
Right.
Now let's go to the national team again. With Neymar and without Neymar. Shadrack in find image Neymar me. Na me free ho. Niembra Adamateso. Shadrack, you're quick mommy. Brazil with Neymar. Any pictures are matches on Melusu. With Neymar, Omabo 128 games. Oma winning 92, which is 72%. And Omabo draw 24. Elusu just 12, which is 9%. Out of a huge number, that is 128 sample number. No. Now, without Neymar, no, Omabo 60 games. Oma winning 33. Oma draw 14.
98.3 FM.
Which represents 21%. More than 9%. Those are 9% in the sample size in this one.
Yeah.
But it tells you how they have declined without a creator. Neymar caught ebia injury or nyini. But have they found a suitable one? Onko Paqueta starts in Amenhwe. So Brazilian football, no, and as a national team, no, omo origins nasesa, omo cultural, ni omo identity nasesa, no, they still lack a creator. Whether Paqueta, whether Vinicius Junior, whether Bruno Gomes, still na omo lack it. Shadrack Benya Paqueta, dena mami, I say, when ya mami ready wa Paqueta playing as a number 10.
Silver Sports.
10 games, and I say in 10 games for Brazil, no, say na starts in it here. Shadrack, yes. 10 games playing as a number 10. 3 goals per and washe. When you 2 assists, 9 key passes, that is 0.9 per game. 3 big chances created. Out of 10 matches, you know, we're creating just
Silver
98.3
FM.
It tells you, say, they are lacking a proper creator. Gone are the days, Ronaldinho a creator, Rivaldo a creator.
Sure.
Omo left backs, omo left wing backs, Cafu, Daniel Alves, Sergio, Roberto Carlos. Omo nyina are creators. Talk of the middle, and no crowd in Kahono. They always had people who were creating around a fulcrum, and I say as proper center forward. Now Brazil any creators be Vinicius Jia or Peso Train no Koboshe. Hendrix Unya boy or Peso position no share. So a lot needs to be done by the Brazilian Football Association. Now let's go to the brightest, one of the brightest stars in Europe. I feel say Yankan wants them enough. And to Shadrack and back no mami enra images no. Let me talk about Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal wants them kakana mi fan bisi opinion.